All right.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hey guys, this is Big Clit Energy back at you with another episode.
Episode number 3.
Third episode. Fuck. What's up? Yeah. So, per usual, we don't really have anything
planned. We're on the fly.
We'll get it together soon, I promise, but probably not. But yeah,
they like it real and raw.
Exactly.
No reason to plan anything out.
Exactly.
So let's do a life update.
Yeah.
Prep update.
Yeah, I am 3 weeks out of the showdown.
How are you feeling?
Tired as fuck. But I feel really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like relative to like the fatigue that I'm accumulating through like the heavy lifts and shit, I feel pretty fucking healthy.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to have some aches and whatever, but I don't have like the fucking tendonitis that I usually have. Like I'm like doing all the things that I need to outside the gym, like getting fucking massages and doing shit at home, mobility work and all that shit like that. So weight's trending down. So I posted good. Like my body weight yesterday was 180. I compete at 165. So if I can get down like 2, maybe 3 more pounds, I start my water cut on the 16th. So I start 10 days out from the competition. So if I can be like 178, 177 when I start the water load,
you'll be solid.
Solid.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, hopefully just...
So your weight is trending down and your strength is trending up. Is this the strongest you've ever been?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah?
This is like the best prep I've ever had. I feel like I keep fucking saying that. Like every prep, I'm like, this is the fucking one. This is the one. Yeah. And like, they're always the one at that time. But like, this is also the first time where I'm going into a prep and I like don't have any of those like nagging injuries and pains that I normally do. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty fucking excited. I feel really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be fucking excited.
Yeah. So, I mean, the fucking prize money for first overall is like $12,000. And then second is like 8, I think. 7 or 8. So if I could walk away with either first or second, I'd be pretty fucking happy. But yeah, we'll see.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, what about you?
Well, I was supposed to be, what am I, like 15 and a half weeks out? That's what the plan was. But I decided to drop out of prep.
Okay.
I lost one of my best friends a week ago on this past Tuesday. So I just know myself, and mental health wise, I mean, I preach mental health to my clients and taking care of like you up here before you even worry about your physical you.
Absolutely.
And if I didn't do that, I'd be like a total fucking hypocrite.
Yeah.
So how am I going to preach like take care of yourself and then not take care of myself?
Yeah.
You know, so
because bodybuilding's like an extreme.
It is
from one like low to like something.
Yeah, and if you're not 100% there mentally, you're not going to be 100% there physically.
Exactly.
Because cortisol levels, they have an effect on your physique. Mm-hmm. Like when you're stressed out of your fucking mind, like
I tell people that all the time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've done preps. My junior USA prep in what was that, 2019? Mm-hmm. I was the worst showing I've ever had.
Okay.
It was absolutely terrible. I got 5th, which, I mean, it's not that bad for a national show, but I'm not talking about the placing. I'm talking about, like, my actual show.
Yeah.
Like, how I looked on stage was trash, dude. It was fucking trash. I look back at those pictures. I've never even posted them because they're fucking terrible. I actually did post one the other day, and I put up my USA picture and that picture, and then I said I was talking about failure.
Oh, okay.
Because to me it was a fucking failure, you know? And like if I were to show these fucking pictures, dude, I mean it is so bad. And what happened was I got into a car accident at 11 weeks out. And I couldn't it triggered my anxiety. That was the worst my anxiety had ever been. And I like couldn't leave the house. Damn. I was so fucked up. Every time I would leave the house, I'd have a panic attack halfway fucking to my car.
Jesus.
So after that prep, I was like, no, I can do this. Let me just fucking push through. I got this. I'm strong, you know? And I pushed through and I looked like trash. I looked absolutely fucking terrible on stage.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I tell people, you know, you need to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to put it into practice and take care of myself while I'm grieving, while I'm dealing with a loss that was that big for me. I'm trying to take care of myself.
Yeah.
So prepping through that is not a good idea for me.
Yeah.
Some people might be able to do it. You know, I know people who like lost their parents.
People use it as fuel too.
Yeah.
It just depends on where you like put the energy, I guess. You know?
Right. And I think I can do that next year. I'll be able to use it as fuel. But like, it's too fresh for me right now to like, I'm not going to neglect myself and put everything into a prep and not take care of myself. And then when prep is over, be so fucked in the head that I never want to compete again.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know that that's what will happen.
Yeah.
So I decided to take a step back and focus on me. And my therapist thinks it's a great idea. I told her and she's like, Chandler, I'm so proud of you. And she was like, that is a very hard decision for you to make. Like, I know how much you love competing. Yeah. And to make a decision like that is like, it shows a lot of growth and a lot of self-awareness. So I'm proud of myself.
Life PRs, dude.
Literally. Yeah. You know, it's
that's
more than
just, it's like, if you are going into whatever competition, I don't care what the discipline is. Yeah. And you do not put 100% into that shit, what the fuck are you doing?
Literally. And I already knew, like, I already knew I wasn't giving 100% those first few days after that happened. I mean, Ariana dragged me to the gym. Like, she literally, like, if she wasn't here, I would have been like, fuck this shit. I am not going to the gym. You know, but I think I was also in so much shock after the initial loss that I was like zombie mode. Mm-hmm. Like, our last podcast we did, I don't know if you noticed, but I was like in and out. Like in and out. And she noticed it. Yeah. And she was like, I can tell, like, you're going through something. Because, like, there were some points.
I mean, it was very fresh. Yeah. I was even surprised that you wanted to do the fucking episode. I was going to be like, you want to wait? I figured you needed something to take your mind off of it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. And I actually was listening to a little, like, reel that The Rock made about losing his dad, you know? And he's pretty much saying, like, life goes on. Like, as fucking hard as it is to accept, like, life goes on. Yeah. And are you going to not live it? Or are you going to live life?
I think that's like, death is a really terrifying topic for me. Okay. Like, it's something that I have not accepted because it's like, it sounds so self-centered, but it's the simplest way I can put it because, like, I can't imagine a life where there's no me and, like, life is just going on, or like somebody that I mean,
the world is going on without you.
Yeah, and or even like a loved one. It's like my fucking world is shattering right now, and none of these people know. Yeah, and we're just. It's so wild to me.
It's so okay. I don't do well with death. I've never been one to like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna die. And yeah. You know, there are some people who really feel like that. Yeah, you know, they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna die one day, and that's how life is. Yeah, that's how my mom is. Mm-hmm. My mom is just like, you know what, we're all gonna die, so why am I gonna freak out about it? And I mean,
I get it, but
right, but actually wrapping your brain around that is hard. Yeah, but I will tell you this: so a lot of my anxiety in my life comes from death. Okay. Comes from being scared of dying, scared of losing Jason, scared of losing the people close to me. Yeah. That is where my anxiety comes from.
That is like my worst fear.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Believe me. Like, I have thoughts. So I have thoughts like every time I leave the house, I make sure Jason knows how much I love him because I could die in a car accident and never see him again. Yeah. And those are the thoughts that literally go in my head every day. Like, when I say goodbye, this could be the last time I say goodbye to this person. Yeah. And I literally, that's my thought every day, all day long, you know? And I remember telling my therapist this, and my therapist was like, Chandler, you know that's not normal, right? And I was like, it's not? And she's like, no. She's like, thinking about death all day long, every day is not normal. And I was like, oh. So maybe I have a problem. But
let's unpack this.
Yeah, literally, let's dig deeper. So, but you know, so I have an obsession over it, you know, and also the thought of me dying and not knowing what's going to happen after I die.
Yeah.
That is where I think a lot of people have a lot of like, they freak out, you know, and I've been like that since I was a kid, you know, like the thought of dying and being like, fuck, I'm going to be alone. There's going to be nothing and it doesn't end.
Yeah. It's like, but will I know that there's nothing?
Right.
Or will I not? And I'm actually just fucking dead. But there's got to be, I know there's too much shit that happens in the world or like there's got to be more.
There's got to be more.
And if there's not, I want a fucking refund.
So I think
didn't ask for this shit.
I think that is where a lot of like disconnect with people comes, is because there's people who firmly believe in like religion.
Yeah.
And their religion, they're like, this is where I find peace, is because I know that this is what's going to happen, because I have faith in this religion. And then there's other people who like, I feel like those people are a lot of people who don't have a lot of anxiety because they believe so much in a faith that they're like, well, it's not under my control. It's under God's control or the Buddha or whatever,
See,
you know?
I don't want to put that in someone else's hands though.
You know, so here's what I've realized. This is what I was getting to the point of talking about all this. When I lost Megan, she was the first person that close to me that I lost.
Okay.
Like, I've lost grandparents and other people in my family, but
yeah,
she was like a best friend.
Yeah.
You know, and losing someone your age when you're in your 20s, someone that close to you is like, it's a lot, you know? And it was the first time it happened for me. And it's weird because the second it happened, my fear of death kind of went away. Like, now that I have someone I know that died, it's real to me. Yeah. It's not this like weird mystical.
It's just something that happens.
Yeah. It's now like, okay, well, she died. Like, I'm probably going to go wherever she went, you know? So when I die, I'm going to be with her. Yeah. So it's not like in my head, I think it's me now thinking, okay, well, now I'm going to go join those people that have died. Yeah. Instead of, I didn't have anyone really close to me that died, and now I'm dying, and I'm going to be alone.
Yeah, see,
does that make sense?
I'm still in that stage where, like, I've had, like, great-grandparents die.
Yeah.
But no one in, like, my immediate family circle or, like, friend circle has died. There was one, but it was, like, a family friend that we saw every few months. And I loved her. She was amazing and everything, but, like, I think I was, like, maybe 14 or 15 at the time, so I still, like, if you think I don't have a grasp on death now, like, I sure fucking didn't a decade ago.
Yeah, right.
So it didn't really like hit me like as hard as I thought it would. Like, I'm not sure if I don't know if I cried. I mean, I was definitely fucking sad, but like, I don't know.
I mean, okay, so when I was growing up in high school, I had 3 girls that were my best friends. We were fucking ride or die best friends. You know, one friend, I had been friends with her for 15 years, like really long time. Yeah. And I'm not friends with any of those girls anymore, but we don't have to get into all that. But 2 of them lost their parents.
Okay.
And one of them lost their dad and one of them lost their mom. And I mean, we were like a family. Yeah. Like, I was fucking at those girls' houses every weekend, all weekend. We knew all each other's parents. They were like our second parents, you know? And when my friend lost her mom, I did not know how to handle it. I literally like pushed everyone away, and I was like, I don't want to fucking be friends with you guys anymore. Like, I was so like, because I didn't know how to fucking handle it. You know, death is hard and everyone deals with grief differently. Yeah. And now that I'm older, I can look back and understand what I did wrong. Yeah. You know, because for me in that friendship, I should have been there for her and I wasn't, because I couldn't handle it myself. Yeah. You know, and in reality, she lost her mom and I was her fucking friend and I should have been there for her. But I just could not, because I had a terrible relationship with death. And then when my second friend lost her dad, I really tried to be there for her, but she did to me what I did to my friend when she lost her mom, and she treated me terribly. And I kind of just dealt with it because I was like, okay, you know what? I know she's dealing with a lot because she was really close to her dad. Yeah. And I was like, I just need to fucking handle this and like deal with this. I mean, I let her live with me. I let her sleep in my bed because I was 18 and 19 at the time and I had moved out. And I lived in like a dorm style room in my little twin bed. And she literally moved all her shit into that room with me. Damn. Lived with me. Like, I was, you know, I was trying to be there for her. And she just up and pieced out one day and never said thank you and like just left.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking... when I tell you I've been through some shit with friends, like, I've been through some shit. And, I mean, those stories continue on, but we don't need to get into them. But those were kind of my only, like, understanding of death, you know? Those were the closest people to me that had died, but they were still older people. Yeah. You know? But when you see someone your age die,
that's terrifying.
Like, it's terrifying, but at the same time, it makes it real. Yeah. It's not to me, it's not as much of a mystery anymore. It's not like this thing that has like this, like, I don't want to say illusion around it, but it is. It's kind of like an illusion. Like, what's going to happen? Yeah. You have no fucking idea. Yeah. So now I just kind of have this feeling of like, well, I'm just going to go where she went, you know, and I won't be alone and I'll be okay. So that's the way I'm viewing it. But it's hard, you know, death and grief, everyone deals with it differently. Yeah. I used to fucking just act out, but I'm not doing that anymore.
So what are you, I guess kind of piggybacking off the first question with like your prep, what are you doing differently this time in order to deal with the grief and things, and where are you putting your energy and like, because obviously your focus is to compete next year. So that has to be in your goals some place.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's still on the forefront of my mind. Yeah. That's definitely like the thing I'm thinking about most right now is still trying to focus on like, because I'm doing a body recomp right now, which is so hard for me to do.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm not cutting.
Yeah, so why the fuck this? Yeah, like, why the fuck am I hungry? But I'm trying to do it, which is not my strong suit, but I'm really, really trying. But I think the difference between me following a plan right now in like an off season and me following a plan as if I was in prep while grieving is the pressure that I would put on myself in prep is like, I need to be perfect. I need to do, you know. And right now I'm a little bit more gentle with myself.
Good. You should be.
Yeah. And when you're grieving, you should really be gentle with yourself. Yeah. And like, okay, maybe this is something I learned from my therapist. Maybe me being my absolute best isn't being perfect. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that was a big trigger for me once in therapy, because I thought I had to be, I think all bodybuilders, all athletes are like, my 100% is perfection. Yeah. When in reality, your 100% will never be perfection. You can't be perfect. Yeah. You will never fucking be perfect. Yeah. You're a fucking human. You're not going to be perfect. And when my therapist said that to me, I was like, wow, like I never thought that way. Like it is really unfair of me to put 100% perfection as the pressure I put on myself. Yeah. Because my 100% is not going to be perfection. I'm still going to fuck up sometimes. Yeah. And when I realized that, I think a lot of my anxiety with like bodybuilding went away, because it's just the truth, you know, like I'm never going to be perfect. Yeah. I will never be perfect. Yeah. Even the best people at this in the world are not perfect. Yeah. They might not admit it on social media, but they are not perfect. Yeah. So
I think the earlier you fucking realize that, the better off you'll be.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's the issue with social media's, you know, impression on people, is they think all of these athletes are perfect all the time.
Motivated all the time. It's like, motherfuckers, I've seen some of you behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I've seen you, motherfuckers. I'll keep you nameless. But I've seen you. I'm on prep for the Olympia. And what are you doing 9 weeks out? You're eating a fucking burger and fries that you are not supposed to be eating right now. Or I see you at the gym posting your little meal prep, and then you walk in and you buy a fucking brownie from the fucking supplement store and then eat that. I've seen
it's a protein brownie.
No. The like, you know, the big like crazy brownies that they sell, those like brownie companies.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Wait, what supplement company sells those? Because I'm trying to get
that was in San Diego.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was in San Diego. But
well, we're going Monday.
I know. Oh, dude. Oh yeah, you'll get to. Have you been to the gym in San Diego? Well, you're about to go there with VIP. So, I'm just kidding. Well, you know, I know. Well, I don't know who's there now, because
I'm not trying to pay that expensive ass day pass.
It's $10.
Oh, I thought it was like $30.
Fuck no, it's $10. And even if they make us pay, because they love me. But those motherfuckers were at my wedding. fucking charged me going there. But anyway,
I fed you.
literally. But yeah, no, I trained there for 5 years. I trained there long before Jason was fucking there. That's what pisses me off is people like, I've literally had people tell me, oh yeah, because Jason got you into bodybuilding.
Motherfucker.
I'm like, excuse the fuck out of me, motherfucker. Just because he's a dude doesn't mean I started bodybuilding to be close to him. That shit used to piss me the fuck off. I'm like, first off, okay, I was in that gym like a year and a half before I met Jason. Yeah. Okay, I was there for 5-6 years. So don't you try to tell me what
is the gym in San Diego? Is it another one of those influencer gyms? Kind of like.
So it used to not be.
Okay.
It used to be like. Dude, it was hardcore when I first went there.
There's those gyms everywhere that are like the spot to go to, you know? Like,
so
Dragon's Lair.
Yes.
Shit like that, yeah.
So the gym used to be World's Gym, used to be Gold's Gym before that, but they just changed the name, same place.
Okay.
It used to be like hardcore fucking gym. The first time I went in there, I almost shit my fucking pants. I hadn't competed yet, but I wanted to get into competing. And I fucking go in there. And it was when Christina, do you know Christina Dyball? She was prepping for the fucking Olympia. Fucking Derek's in there, Pete's in there, you know, just a bunch of fucking big girls, big guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Because I had never seen that before, you know? And I remember training, and my trainer at the time, because I was so distracted. Yeah. I'm like looking at all these fucking buff people. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. And my trainer was like, Chandler, screamed at me, stop looking at everybody else and focus on your fucking self. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, I got this. So, but you know, it was very intimidating.
Yeah.
But when COVID happened, all the gyms in San Diego shut down besides that gym.
Damn.
So all the fucking little pussy bitch ass, I don't train legs, I train arms 4 times a week, influencers came in and took over that gym.
Yeah.
And I literally wasn't training there. I was training at a different gym because I was so tired of it. I was so fucking tired of it. Like, I was also like one of the biggest girls in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard because I don't go in there to get stared at by some fucking little pussy bitch. Yeah. Like, that's not why I'm at this gym.
That pussy bitch, though.
I know, but the issue is it's guys, and it's not looking at you like, wow, it's looking at you like I'm disgusted because you're bigger than me because I fucking am a vagina.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I didn't go to that gym to experience that.
Yeah.
You know, I went to that gym because, my initial reason I went to that gym is because I worked at 24 Hour Fitness and I was training. I'm fucking doing lat pull downs, okay? And this motherfucker starts hitting on me in the middle of my set. I mean, literally, as I'm fucking training, he comes up and tries to say some shit to me. And I took my earphone out and I was like, are you out of your goddamn mind? And he was like, what? And I'm like, I'm fucking training. I don't want to talk to you. You're going to try to fucking hit on me. He's like, you don't have to be such a bitch. And I was like, I'm so fucking done.
Yeah.
I was just done.
That's garbage.
Yeah, it was, dude. And then, and I was training, and then this other guy, this was the straw. This guy walks by and is like, just disgusted by me. Just a skinny little dude, you know, normie. Yeah. And he walks by and is just disgusted, right? And I'm in the I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah. You know, sorry I insult your life so much. Yeah. And then I go in the cycle room, right? You know, those little like dark cycle rooms they have. And you know how half of it is like glass.
Yes.
This motherfucker
staring at you
breaks the wall, right? And stares at me and gives me the same look, walking all the way into the locker room, just disgusted.
I would have beat his ass.
I literally was like doing cardio, like, what the fuck? Like, and at that point, I just realized I don't belong here anymore. Yeah. You know, and then I went to that gym.
He's like upset at how you look, but also really intrigued. Low key.
Okay,
so why do I like
that? He was the first person, honestly, probably one of the only people I've ever had that were legitimately disgusted. Like, I could see the look of, just, you know, the look. Yeah. Like, you look like I just killed your mom, bro. Yeah. Like, Jesus, I'm just buff. Relax.
Yeah.
So that was one of the worst times I've ever had that happen to me.
Yeah, fucking Globo gyms.
Oh, God, I hate them. I hate them. I can't go on them.
It's so interesting, like, because, like, the more muscular you get, like, the more of a fucking circus act
you,
like, become.
Yeah.
So, like, on the rare occasion where you do, like, drop into a gym that, you're traveling or whatever, it's hilarious. Because you're like, I could be doing normal shit, but it's still, like, extraordinary.
It is. I mean, it's like a fucking miracle by God.
Sometimes it's a cool ego boost, Yeah.
Like, yeah. Sometimes, a lot of the time, I have realized it is positive onlookers. Know? But, there is the fucking rare assholes.
Yeah.
Did Jason ever tell you a story about the guy who ripped his shirt off and beat his chest next to him?
No, he didn't.
Okay, so, I don't know where we were. I think we're in Florida. And we were training at Planet Fitness. And Jason had, like, a tank top on, whatever, normal tank top.
Yeah.
And he's training, and this fucking guy, swear to God, I wish I was making the story up, comes over, stands next to Jason, looks at himself in the mirror, looks at Jason, right? Takes his shirt off.
No.
Looks at Jason in the mirror and hits his chest like a fucking gorilla.
Oh,
and I was sitting there and I was like, no.
Is this real life?
And Jason was like, he was shocked. He literally like stared at him and like didn't even know what to do. And then he just turns around and looks at me. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that was. I don't know what just happened. I don't know why someone feels the need to beat their chest like a gorilla when they see my husband.
That's fucking
I don't know if they're that insecure, but
Jesus Christ. People are so fucking weird. At a Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness. I know.
Taking off your shirt isn't even allowed there.
No, it's not.
Like, nothing's allowed there.
No. Like, isn't that the place that has the lunk alarm?
Yeah. So what the fuck?
How funny. We're an all-inclusive environment, but if you're buff, you're not allowed to train here. And we have a literal alarm that goes off. So everyone knows that you're here.
Yeah, they do like fucking Pizza Fridays or like some shit like that. It's like,
God.
That, like, the business model.
That's going to fight diabetes.
Dude, it's so scummy, but it's so smart because it's like, it's cheap as fuck. And like,
we're just going to make you fatter so you want to come here more.
Yeah, or like not make you feel inferior at all so you feel no need to like change.
Yeah.
I have a hot take.
A what?
Like a hot take. Like, this is my spicy opinion.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like
a hot take.
Well, for me,
okay.
I guess one of the best ways to get motivated is through shame.
Oh, for me too. Absolutely. I don't do that with my clients.
No.
But you mean self-motivation?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
So give an example.
Like, I don't know. I guess it's going to sound super unhealthy.
We'll say it more because it's probably going to be similar to what I think in my head.
But so like, I don't know. I just like telling myself that I'm not good enough sometimes is like makes me want to go like prove it to myself that I am. And I usually fucking do, but it's just like not all the time. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking hype myself up and be a bad bitch, but it's just like,
If I look in the mirror, videos.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like if I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're fucking fat, or like you need to change this. You don't look good.
Yeah,
that bad feeling is gonna do way more for me than someone being like, you're beautiful no matter what.
Okay, so normally. Women are the exact opposite of that. Did you know that?
Really?
Men thrive more with that type of motivation, and women do better with like support. That's normally how it goes.
Yeah, no.
I am not that way.
Yeah.
Literally, I have alarms on my phone that when it goes off, it says, "Get up, you fat piece of shit." Like, I get it. I get it. I am that way too. And I think it's because normally, like, whether a person supports me or like doesn't support me, it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
It normally just has to come from me.
Yeah.
Like
I'm doing this shit because I like it. I'm doing it for myself.
And I find out ways to motivate myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can say I'm a fat piece of shit and I don't really care.
Yeah.
But when I say I'm a fat piece of shit, I'm like, all right, bitch, get up. Let's go.
I gotta change.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So I totally get what you're saying. I totally get it.
I couldn't have it any other way. Like, the only reason why I hired fucking Jared to do my diet, because I was like, you were going to be mean to me.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to be mean to me.
Yeah.
And that's what I need. I don't need a do better next week,
Yeah, okay. So
go kill your Monday. No, fuck that.
That's how I am with my clients.
Tell me I'm a failure.
You fat bitch. Yeah. So my clientele, I don't treat like that unless I know they need it.
Yeah.
Because I know there's some women who, like, I'll call, so I've called some women out and I've had really good responses.
Yeah.
And then I've called other women out because I've gotten pissed off with them and I don't get a good response.
Yeah.
So most women do better with, like, positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
But there is the few like us who, the negative reinforcement helps.
Mm-hmm.
But my coach now, he's vastly different than Shane. Shane Hughley was my past coach. You all, I'm sure, have heard about his name at this point. But I work with Johnny now, Castellana, and he didn't even tell me I look good. I literally check in, and he just was like, okay, very, like, professional to the point. No, like, you look great, champ.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, do I look good? Do I not look good?
But that would make me want to work harder.
It's
like,
this or that. I know. It's this weird, like, now I like, oh God, I hope he never watches this. I hope he never watches this, or his wife ever watches this, because he's a very attractive guy. Have you ever seen him? Okay, he looks a lot like Jason. Okay. So he's literally like my type.
Yeah, a juice head.
Total juice head. I'm pretty sure he's like Italian, dark hair. Like,
perfect. Yeah,
totally my fucking type.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what he looked like. And then when I signed up with him, my friend sends me a picture, and I was like, what?
So you didn't even know what this dude looked like?
No, I had no idea.
How'd you hear about him then?
Well, because I know who he coaches.
Oh, okay.
I don't give a fuck what my coach looks like. I would just want him to coach me,
Yeah.
I told my friend, I'm like, I gotta put makeup on before I send my pictures. But, oh God, this is terrible. But, he's a very attractive guy.
Yeah.
And now I have this weird, like, well, now I need him to tell me I look good. And I, like, want to make, you know what I mean? It's like this weird, like, I want to please you thing.
Yeah.
And I think,
I feel like everybody has that with their coach, though, at some point. You want to make them proud. Like, hey, I'm doing the shit that you tell me to do, and it's working.
Yeah, absolutely. I did not have that with Shane.
Really?
My past coach, I did not have that with him.
Why?
I don't think he's a bad guy, and I know there's a lot of shit going around about him right now.
I've seen that.
And I think a lot of it's fucking bullshit. But I think it's because I didn't have the same respect for him that I do for Johnny.
Okay.
Because Johnny has coached Miss Olympias.
Okay.
So, like, I just kind of hold him at a higher regard.
Yeah.
He also speaks to me in, like, okay, I used to have conversations with past coaches, and I could see what I was saying went over their head. Yeah. Like, they weren't fully grasping what I was saying, because I went to school for nutrition. Yeah. So, like, when I talk about, like, protein synthesis and all this, shit in the body, and I can just see that they're weren't fully, like, grasping what I was saying. And with Johnny, I feel like he knows way more than I fucking know. And that's saying a lot, because I know a lot, but he knows.
That's what you want.
Yes. He knows things about hormones that I don't know, because when you go through college, they don't have, like, classes on hormones. They don't do that. That's not a thing they do. So this is all, like, self-taught. And while I do know, like, the base amount of things, he knows, like, way more than I
wish that steroids were legal, because if there was a whole college course on that shit.
I know.
Do you know how useful that would be?
I know.
That'd be cool.
I know it would.
Fuck.
I know. Jason and I have thought about doing, like, making an online course for people who want to be coaches. Yeah. To try to give them, like...
That's Bruno snorting in the back. I don't know if the fucking mic caught that. But that's going to be hilarious.
What was I even saying?
The hormone course. But
not necessarily just hormones, but kind of like a basic understanding of, like, how to prep somebody. Yeah. Like, how to coach somebody. Yeah. How to help somebody with weight loss. Because I see some of these fucking plans that these coaches give out. Yeah. And I'm like, what the... We were just talking about this the other day. Like, what the fuck did I just read?
Let's just say, if you don't know how to program nutrition for an athlete that comes to you, don't do it.
Don't. It's just that simple.
Like, I have had a couple people with this same coach that they're strength athletes, and they've come to me now for nutrition. One for sure. I'm waiting on the other one. Whatever. But putting, like, a strength athlete on a high-fat diet. Like, we're talking 100 plus grams of fat for a 220-pound dude. Like, it doesn't make any... Like, giving someone a high-fat meal pre-workout...
Stupid.
Fat is the slowest digesting nutrient.
Mm-hmm.
You need quick carb sources. Very little protein.
Yep.
Very little fat.
Yep.
And that could be set across the board for like doing anything, training, sports, whatever the fuck. Like,
because I mean, even in bodybuilding, you know, we have our protein and our fast-acting carbs, and normally there's no fat in your pre-workout meal or your post-workout meal.
I try to aim for like, it depends. Sometimes 10 is the max I'll go. Sometimes the max I'll go is like
10 grams.
Yeah. The max I'll go is like 3 to 5 most times, though.
Yeah,
most to do.
Most my meals that are my pre-workout meals, post-workout meals for me, and I mean, sometimes it's different for clients because, I mean, like lifestyle clients. Yeah. Because sometimes they have like 3 meals and a snack. Because they're like, I can't eat 6 meals. Yeah. Exactly. So, you know, like I know how to adjust for that, and it's a little different for that. But if you're doing the like standard like 6 meals a day, those 2 meals by your workout should almost have virtually like meals in them.
Exactly.
Yeah. And why would you put fat in those meals?
I put everyone on like sometimes even more than 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Sometimes the exact, sometimes a little bit less, but no more than like 15 grams of their body weight.
So it's funny because when you go to in college, when they teach you how to program, because I took athletic nutrition in college. Yeah. When they teach you how to program for an athlete, do you know how everyone says this? I'm just telling you what they say in college. You know how everyone says it's a gram per pound of body weight. You know that's not what it is. It's a gram per kilogram of body weight. Yeah. So technically, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's not enough.
No, it's not enough. But when you get like higher up, so when I was in exercise physiology, my teacher actually coached a few people for bodybuilding shows. Okay. So he was a really, really cool resource of someone I could ask for things. And I remember talking to him about like protein consumption, and he was like, well, I mean, it depends. You know, for like a normal person, like, okay, say you get a overweight woman who's like 230 pounds. Yeah. You're not going to give her 230 grams of protein. No. There is no fucking reason to give her that. Yeah. You know, but say you have a bodybuilder. Okay. You know, you can go up to sometimes 2 grams per kilogram. Yeah. You know, which essentially is a pound per. Yeah. So it really fucking depends. Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing is like when you coach someone, you have to understand this. Yeah. You can't look at it like, here's a rule. Yeah. And this is the rule that you follow for everyone. Exactly. Because there literally is no rule that works for everyone.
Once you know the rules, you can break them anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, I've even seen girls who have, I mean, I was shocked when this happened, who has done a gram per pound of body weight and who was starting to get kidney failure from the protein. Whoa. Yeah. I've seen it happen. Fuck. Literally with my own eyes. I have fucking seen it. Not only my clients, but someone, like who used to go to my old gym. So that's when...
just a pound or gram per pound of body weight?
Yes, she was a tiny little thing. So, I mean, I don't know. But her body just couldn't handle it. Fuck. So you have to understand, like, when you give someone a nutrition program, you have to be able to, like, change it. Yes. And you have to be able to understand what you need to change from the signs in their body. Exactly. And there's so many fucking coaches out there who have no idea what the signs are. Yeah. Because they don't care. Yeah. They literally like, well, this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, it's no.
Like, no. Everyone's different. Like fucking Joe at one point was eating like 300 grams of protein. And he weighed like 220, 230. Yep. And he fucking mutated.
Yep. I mean, if you go into... Okay. Well, it's like you put steroids into the mix. Yeah. Now your protein synthesis is increased. Yeah. So then you're just more burning shit. Yeah. So then, you know, then you go into a completely different category.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's the if you look at like pro bodybuilders, ask them how much protein they eat.
Exactly.
It is nuts. Yeah. It is fucking nuts. Yeah. I could never eat that much protein.
No.
No. Not even like protein like that.
That used to be one of my macros that it was hardest to hit.
Protein?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now it's super easy because, like, I don't know. I would just, like, my palate has kind of changed. Mm-hmm. So I would have a hard time, like, eating enough protein. But if I ate that amount of protein that I wanted, I'd go over my fats. Mm-hmm. So it was, like, this whole... Now I've got it, like, down to what I need to. But it took fucking a few years to, like...
Understand
it and, like, how to do shit. And it's like, okay, you know, I really don't like this, but I need to have this in order so I can have this later.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's like that macro diet.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, I can't have this because like I can't have my fats go over this because I actually need carbs more than I need fats.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah,
my fats are always fucking low. I
always
have low fats.
Always,
I never eat a high fat.
That's
diet.
the first macro I look at on any packaging of food.
Is fat.
I can always fit in carbs. I can always fit in protein, but fat's just one of those things that I just like. I feel like I work better off of lower fat and higher carb. Like, I just like that better.
I lean out way better.
Oh yeah,
on lower fat.
Yeah,
way better.
Yeah, it's just.
I feel like most athletes do because their body is so fine-tuned to burning carbs. You know.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, carbs are your fastest source of energy in the body. So it's a food that you can eat, and some, depending on the type of carbs, are almost readily available to use. So that's why you don't have fat in your pre-workout meal. You have carbs and protein.
Yeah, fat's just like, it just keeps me full.
At this point. Me too. But you know what? I have realized, which is, it's newer now within the past like 2 years for me. If I eat like rice and chicken, I go hypo like an hour and a half later.
That's how I feel when I eat rice and cod. I always feel sick after, and I'm never full.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you shake and get dizzy?
Yeah, I start to like, I don't feel good, and then I have to like fucking lay down, and I'm like, so I don't fuck with that. I don't know what it is.
That might be an allergy.
I don't know.
Ugh.
It's just started recently, like though, within the past like year, because I love cod. Like, I don't have any known food allergies, and just for some reason, like, I have to have like a fat source or something with it. But I can eat fucking chicken breast and rice and not have that.
Well, I mean, there's trace fats in chicken, but it's still not a lot.
It's still not a lot. Or even shrimp. I don't fucking know, dude. It's weird. I just stay away from it.
Yeah, my coach switched. Oh my god, it's such a fucking pain in the ass to do this. But all of my meals are half rice, half sweet potato.
Oh, I hate that.
From the complex carbs, so it
I don't like
down.
that.
It's such a fucking pain in the ass, dude.
No.
It's literally like, I gotta make the sweet potato, I gotta make the rice, and then I gotta make the chicken. Dude. And I'm like, dude, can't I just eat some rice cakes and a protein shake and get this shit over with?
Yeah, fuck that. Dude, the biggest game changer, so I was gonna say we bought it, but fucking Joe bought it.
What is that?
So in the kitchen, this fucking rice cooker.
Oh yeah, we have one.
Okay, but this one's like a Korean rice cooker. It was like $250.
What the?
No, I'm not even kidding you. It keeps rice fresh in there for like 3 or 4 days.
What?
And it's still good.
Really?
It's incredible. It saves so much time.
Like fluffy type of rice?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That sounds good.
It's called a cuckoo. It like fucking speaks to you and shit.
It talks to you?
Yeah, it fucking talks.
Damn.
But
that's some high-tech stuff.
I'm sure it does different shit, like with rice, but I've only used one setting ever just because I'm too scared to fuck with it. And it's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I do that shit all the time.
But I've had like almost 5-day-old rice, and it was fine.
Really?
Yeah, the warm setting on there is amazing.
You know, I used to do it with my chicken. I used to put it in the crock pot.
Yeah.
And then I would, over days, pick it out of the crock pot.
Oh, yeah, that's the best. The flavor.
Oh, God, I know.
The flavor after like 3 days.
But recently, I haven't put enough juice in there. Oh, yeah.
So
then it just turns into jerky.
Yeah.
So it's literally like chicken jerky in the crock pot. And I'm like, and I just give it to the dogs. But now Jason and I are eating chicken. Ooh, excuse me. The chicken pound.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard of them.
Have you ever had them?
No, I haven't.
So we actually ordered from them during COVID.
Okay.
Because there was a chicken shortage.
Oh, fuck.
Did you guys experience that at all?
We had a beef shortage.
Okay. These motherfuckers in California were out of their goddamn minds. Okay? I would go into the store and every fucking fresh meat was gone. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey, chicken, beef, everything gone for weeks.
Yeah. I remember those days. That was fucking crazy.
Why the fuck are you buying out chicken?
Yeah. I eventually had to go buy like the frozen chicken breasts in like the frozen section and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was sucked.
Because when it first started, I was on prep. I had to drop because the show changed.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, well, I need some fucking chicken, so we're fucking buying from the chicken pound, and it is so good. It's so good. Throw it in the air fryer, it's fucking amazing. But what amazed me about this whole COVID thing, right, I don't think people really like use their brains, because when I went into the store and looked, and I myself was like, well, if we're gonna have a fucking apocalypse, I should have, like food storage, just in case. Even if COVID didn't happen, this is something you always should have in your house: is water, food storage, all that. So I went to the like canned food that's gonna last a long time. Tons of it. No one had bought any of that.
Oh, no one thinks about that.
But you're buying out fresh meat?
Yeah.
What?
What if your power goes out? That's fucked.
It blew my mind. Yeah. I'm like, are these people literally that fucking stupid?
Yeah.
That you are buying out fresh meat over canned food that can last years?
Yeah.
It blew my mind. Yeah. There were fucking lines out the door at the gun stores in California.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. That was everywhere. That was fucking insane.
I know.
What a weird time we live in.
It was so weird. I hated everyone during that time. I still hate everyone, but
I mean, yeah. But saying that shit made me like lose faith in humanity.
I know. Buying out toilet paper.
Dude, the toilet paper. That pissed me off.
I was so angry.
That pissed me off.
I was so angry. I'm like, bro, I'm a bodybuilder. You know how many times I go to the fucking bathroom in a day? I need toilet paper.
Yeah, we can find shit. I was not a big fan of that at all.
I still don't understand people's like reasoning to the things that they did during that time. I don't even think they understand.
It's just initial selfish like.
But it's reaction. Like not even like an educated like.
Yeah, the world may fucking.
Like if you want to build a bunker and shit, you should fucking do it.
Oh yeah,
but don't fill it with fresh meat and toilet paper. Fill with some fucking canned food.
Fucking canning shit.
Yeah,
you know what trend I never hopped on, and I want to, even though I'm late. Everyone started making fucking sourdough.
Sourdough?
Like the sourdough loaves. Like people started making bread. Like you couldn't find like yeast anywhere because everyone was so fucking bored. They're just making bread.
What?
You didn't see all that?
Man, I don't pay attention to those motherfuckers. Dude. I don't care.
That's one thing I've always wanted to bake. I haven't baked bread.
I've never even tried.
I've done like banana bread, like sweets like that. But
do you know banana bread's one of my favorite foods?
I fucking love banana bread.
Banana bread, banana cream pie, banana. I just love banana.
I don't like banana flavor stuff.
I love everything banana.
Oh, it depends. Like the things you named, yeah, I'll fuck with that. But
you know what? I just remembered my dream from last night.
Speaking of bananas,
I'm so fat. I dream about eating food.
Dude,
how ridiculous. I had a California burrito last night, and I'm still dreaming about food. I went and I got a peanut butter mood with banana from Jamba Juice.
Fuck.
You know, I used to work at a Jamba Juice. I used to manage it.
No way? Mm-hmm. Fucking mixing smoothies and shit?
I can make a smoothie in 15 seconds.
God damn!
I was a fucking smoothie master in that bitch.
Oh
but you know what? Okay,
I haven't had Jamba Juice in years. That shit was so good.
I love Jamba Juice. I actually was very good at my job.
Yeah.
And they promoted me to management like 4 or 5 months into it.
Damn.
4 months after fucking graduating high school, I'm managing a fucking Jamba Juice.
You're like, I don't even have my fucking lights together.
Literally, I'm like, what the fuck? I sleep on the floor. Oh God. So when I first started there, oh my God, this is a fucking ridiculous time in my life. There was a whole team there that, I mean, I had great friends and, you know, it was a good little work environment. Yeah. We all got along. And then eventually they all left and new people came in. Then they got rid of the GM and hired an external hire. Okay. So someone who has never worked at Jamba Juice a day in their life.
Oh, fuck.
And I was the only person in there that knew how to do anything. Okay, it's August.
Yeah.
Right? And this is back in 2014. 2013. No, this is 2013. 2014. So Jamba Juice is popping in 2014. Yeah. Everyone's getting the Jamba, okay? Yeah. And it's fucking August in San Diego. It's hot as fucking Satan's ballsack. And I'm fucking back there, right? And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, I swear.
You're like, we're fucked.
I sat there and watched probably 40 people get in line. And I'm training 2 people.
Oh my God.
Who didn't know how to work the register, didn't know how to wash dishes, didn't know how to fucking make smoothies. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, this is going to be the day that I kill myself. So I'm like, fuck. So they didn't know what to do. They were like, they washed dishes so fucking slow. So I was taking the orders, washing the dishes, and making the smoothies.
Fuck, dude.
So, I mean, this one guy, he looked at me. I mean, it was ridiculous. Yeah. It was like a scene of a fucking movie. Yeah. This guy looks at me. He's like, they don't pay you enough for you to do this. And I was like, you're fucking telling me, dude. I mean, this was literally these team members that were with me. It was like their second day.
Oh, my God.
So...
I'd have an anxiety attack. I can only imagine how those trainees felt, though.
Oh, I know.
So useless.
I literally, you know what I told them? I was like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, I was just getting that shit done. So this woman decides I didn't make her smoothie right. So she's like, I want it thicker. So I'm like, you got it, bitch. So I take it back, make it again, give it to her. Not good enough. I'm like, okay. So I take it, make it a third time. I give it to her. Still wasn't good enough. You know what I told her?
No, dude.
You know what I fucking told her? I was like, I will shove this fucking smoothie down your fucking throat. I don't want your $5. And I took the fucking money out of the tip jar, and I was like, take your fucking money back. Get the fuck out of my store. I was so fucking angry.
Holy shit.
And everyone, like, clapped, because she was a bitch. Like, she was a straight fucking bitch.
I love when justice like that happens.
I literally was like, I will chuck this fucking smoothie in your face.
Oh, my God. Speaking of people freaking out in public, I almost got in a fight at a fucking grocery store.
What? When?
Dude.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
A week ago, dude. So, let me tell you. So, I'm in the grocery store. You know, minding my business. Checking out shit, whatever. So, I finish up and I go to like the little self-checkout.
Yeah.
And...
Wait, how long ago was this?
This is like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is recent.
Recent.
Yeah. So, I'm waiting in line, you know, for one of the places to open up, and I started hearing like a little commotion.
Oh no!
And it was these two girls, not girls, they were adult women, and she's not letting one of the women buy alcohol because she needs to see both of their IDs, but the blonde lady didn't have her ID on her, so the worker was like, "I'm sorry, I can't sell to you." She starts like making a little fuss. She's like, "I'm 35." You like blah blah blah, whatever.
Was this in Vegas?
Yeah, this is like right down the road.
Oh shit!
Yeah, at Smith's. And so she starts.
Smith's.
Yeah, I like Smith's.
I like Smith's too.
She starts making like a little commotion. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not trying to be in this today. So I, mosey on over to the other section of the fucking self checkout because I don't want to be involved in no shit. You know, I'm coming home from the gym.
Yeah,
just got done with cardio. I'm hungry.
Mama business.
Yeah,
yep. Yep.
And so then all of a sudden the girl starts getting louder and louder. And starts calling the fucking worker a bitch and all this shit. She's like, that's why no one wants to fuck you, you ugly cunt. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, like completely freaking out. And
big clit energy.
Yeah. And as soon as I heard that, like I blacked out. And I was like, no. I was like, you don't get to talk to fucking people like that. I was like, she's doing her job.
Yeah.
She can't sell to you because you don't have that. Like, that's against the law.
Yeah.
Like
you, bitch.
Regardless of how old you look, which I mean, she didn't look like she was 35.
Right.
She didn't really look like she was under 21 either. But that's besides the fucking point. It's still the law. You should have your fucking ID if you want to go buy alcohol or be with someone that's buying
obviously
alcohol. That's common fucking sense. So then she's like, I'm 35. I fucking want this or whatever. I was like, it doesn't fucking matter. You need to act like it.
Was she drunk already?
I don't know. She was just a bitch. She wasn't slurring her words or anything. I just think she was entitled and not used to being told no. She's one of those.
Yeah.
A definite, like, Karen type, And then she started calling me a bitch, and I was like... Oh! She was lucky because I had on, like, a baggier sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I felt like if I would have, like, took off a jacket or, like, had a tank top on...
Oh, so we're doing this
She wouldn't have bucked up as hard as she did.
Yeah,
so, like, if you're feeling froggy, you better fucking leave. Like, all I got is this basket in my hands right now. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so eventually the fucking workers like get a hold of her and they're like, you need to like leave now. And she walks on the door and then she comes back and yells more slurs and all this fucking shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It was wild. I was furious. That's my thing. Don't be shitty to people like customer service.
Yeah.
My point is too, it's like, you're a bitch, so what makes you think she's going to change her mind now?
Oh, she's absolutely
She's not. So leave.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Okay, so
I was scared too, though, because I wasn't scared. I was just thinking something was going to happen because I was like done checking out as soon as she walked out. So I was like, this bitch is waiting outside for me.
Yeah,
I know she is.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. But no, it was cool.
Let me pick up the sweet potato real quick.
Yeah, for real. Fuck.
So the most recent fight I almost got into was actually with my therapist. Not with my therapist. I was with her.
Yeah.
And she has a retreat house up in Idlewild, right?
Yeah.
And I was helping her set up the retreat house. She's an older woman, right? And she's got back problems. So I would always go up with her and like I would build the furniture and, you know, because, you know, she's my friend. Too, you know, good therapists are like that.
Yeah.
And so she went up there and she was like, hey, do you want to come with me? I have to deal with the handyman that she paid off the books. Yeah. And it was not like a legit handyman. It was just some dude that someone referred to her, you know? And she's like, I need to check on the house and see what he's done because he hasn't given me an update on anything. So I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll go up there with you. Yeah. So I go up there with her. This motherfucker has stolen things from her house, hasn't done anything, like was just a fucking piece of shit, right? Yeah. Was living in the house with this fucking girlfriend and their daughter. So,
oh my God.
So she's furious. So she's like, come bring me back the keys to my house. You're done. Whatever. So he comes with his fucking girlfriend.
Oh God.
This ratchet ass hoe. Okay. She comes up, right? She's holding her daughter, right? And they're screaming at Maria. Okay. That's my therapist's name's Maria. And I'm standing back because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get involved unless I need to get involved. Yeah. You know, because me standing there like this with a fucking tank top on, with my fucking tattoos and shit, people normally know, like, I'm not the bitch. Yeah. I'm not the bitch you fuck with. Like, so I just was standing back and I was letting Maria handle it. And then she tells because the girlfriend starts getting like crazy, right? And Maria's like, you need to leave. And she goes, no. And she's like, I just said get out. And she was like, no. So Maria doesn't know what to do. So she turns to me and she's like, get her out of my house. So I literally, I was like, I get in her face and I was like, she said to get the fuck out of her house, bitch. And so she's got her daughter in her hand. And I'm like, yeah, I'll hit you with your fucking daughter in your hand. I don't give a fuck. And so she's like, yeah. So she goes and she walks out, right? And then we talked to, his name was Pablo. So we talked to Pablo, whatever, get it squared away. And she was like, okay, when you come out back tomorrow and get all your stuff, I'll give you money for what you did do. Yeah. So
she's really nice for doing that. Jesus.
Maria's a sweetheart.
I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I know.
Mine.
I know. I would have been like, I'm taking your equipment. I have to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to leave. They don't leave. She comes back. Okay, it's like 9:30 at night.
Without the kid.
Yes. 9:30 at night in Idlewild, in the middle of the forest, where neighbors are like right there. Yeah. You know, it's peaceful, quiet, banging on the fucking door like she's the fucking cops. Like, da, da, da. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, Chandler, like, let's take a breath, right? And Maria's like, I can tell Maria's scared, you know? And I'm like, don't worry, like, I will handle this, don't worry. And I'm like, she doesn't bang for a second. I'm like, if she bangs again, I will handle this. Yeah. Bang, bang. I'm like, okay. So I get up,
jump out that fucking chair,
fling the fucking door open, and I'm like, I don't even know what I said. I said something like, I said, get the fuck off this property, bitch. And she goes, who the fuck are you, bitch? And she called me a bitch. And I was like, no. So I got
this only works one way.
I literally, I can call you something when you're on this property. But so I got like, you know, when people get like this close to
you can like
face?
Feel it on your nose.
Yeah, and I was like, I was really calm, and I said, call me a bitch one more time. And because we're on a balcony. Okay?
Yeah.
I was gonna tackle her and throw her over the balcony. Like I had already planned it in my head. I'm like, this bitch gonna die. Like I said, leave. You're not leaving. I have a right to throw you off this fucking property.
Yeah.
And I was really scary when I did that. Okay. And she kind of took a step back and looked at me and she put her hands up and she was like, fuck you. And then she starts walking away and she's like, I'm going to call the police.
Like you were squatting here.
Literally. She goes, I'm going to call the police. And this is what she said. She goes, don't think I won't tell the police that you're a man. And a man attacked me. And I was like, oh, here we go.
Oh
and my therapist got so mad because okay, my therapist is a lesbian.
Yeah.
So she's very like she doesn't like tranny jokes.
Yeah,
she doesn't
yeah,
like
yeah.
shit like that. You know, she's very like LGBTQ
Yeah.
positive. So when she said that, because she called me a tranny.
Yeah.
She flew out of the house, got to the edge of the balcony, and she was like, "Fuck you, you cunt!" And I was like,
Maria.
literally, when you see a therapist,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. I was like, wow.
You become unhinged.
I literally, like, she will, you know, and she cares a lot about
Yeah.
that. So she didn't want it like that to hurt my feelings. But I told her afterwards, I was like, that shit doesn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I do that shit all day, every day. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But, you know, I really had to, like, I was going to chase after that car. I was like, okay, we need to breathe. We need to breathe
Yeah.
and not kill someone.
Get it together.
But yeah, that was my closest fight. People don't really fight me though.
Yeah, I've always wished some like crazy shit like that never happens around me. I always like just miss it or like.
Dude, the stories I have would blow your mind.
See, yeah.
I have stories that I swear to God, if I wasn't there, I wouldn't believe them coming out of someone's mouth.
Love that. We'll have to rehash those one day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on the podcast.
That's a podcast for another day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks you guys for tuning in. We'll have some more shit for you next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave us a bunch of feedback via Instagram or fucking whatever. So
let us know what you want us to talk about, any topics you want us to cover. I would like to do a Q&A.
Yeah.
So send us anything on Instagram.
We'll
or
probably post a story about that too.
Yeah, or YouTube, because this will be posted on YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you want to ask us anything, comment down below, and we'll be happy to respond.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Bye.